Hey everyone and welcome back. So today we have a new sensory fidget toy kit. It comes in this little cardboard box. It's got some bright colours on it, so we have blues, yellows, pinks, purples, even greens, all in the title here. We can see there is a stress relief kit as well, and then on the back of the box it does come with some warnings about some of the items, as some of them are quite small, so they can be a choke and hazard, so that's something to be aware of. But it doesn't really give us much information what is inside, so I have just cut the sellotape so we can take a look together. So from the minute we open the box, you can see it is filled to the brim with many different toys. Some of them are wrapped, some of them aren't, just straight off. So let's take a little look at what we get inside. So the first thing I do see are these brightly coloured noodles. They come in a blue, green, pink and a yellow. They are super stretchy, as you can see. They do go smaller as you stretch them, and you can stretch them pretty far as well. You can knot them around, even pull them quite tight, and they do still unravel as well. So they're super cool to just wrap around your fingers and fidget with. They are like a rubber material. As you can see, they're really flexible and they move around and jiggle a little bit like jelly. They are super flexible, but they aren't sticky, so they don't leave any kind of residue on your hands. So if you don't like sticky textures or anything like that, these would be fine. And I love the variety of colours. You can even maybe tie them together because it does come with a pack of 4. Or you could even share them with friends. And you can see they do kind of hold, but they can easily be unravelled. So that is the first item that took my eye, and you do get 4 of those. The next thing I do see is down here, and again they're super colourful, and it looks like we get 4 of these included. And it looks like they're made out of a little mesh material, and they have a marble in the centre for you to fidget around with. So we do have a green and black, it looks like, with little flecks of blue. We have a blue, white and purplish colour. A pink and yellow, and this one is like a multicoloured of all of them. So we've got greens, greys, blacks, orange, reds. So let's take a look at one of these a little closer. So like I say, it is like a mesh material. It is like a hard plastic mesh. I don't know if you can hear that noise. It is like a plastic mesh. You can see it's tied together at the end, so the marble can't come out. It would take quite some force to get it out of that end there. And then as you can see, the marble has stayed down that side. Let's try the other. And it does stay down there, but this bit in the centre does stay popped out because the marble has been naturally sat there. And for me, I don't find this super satisfying as like the noodles or some of the other fidgets that I've had in the past, but it would be alright to just kind of have in your pocket, and maybe just to move something around, just to kind of mindlessly fidget with. I think this would be really good. And I do love that it comes with a large variety of colours. I think that's really cool. Just give you a different variety. One side does seem to be a little bit harder for it to stay in, but I think that is due because this middle bit here stays open. I don't know if this is the same with all of them, or if this isn't really a great quality one. So it does kind of just slide back between that little gap there. But the other end seems to be much better. It holds the ball there. So yeah, not my favourite, but I do kind of like all of the colours. The next thing I do see in the box is an infinity cube. Now, I believe we've actually had maybe this exact one before. We have had an infinity cube in the other Century box that we opened. It is just made out of a plastic material. You can hear it does kind of rattle. The pieces are quite loose, but that does make them very easy to fold and easy to kind of move around. You can see it moves quite easily on its own, just as I'm kind of allowing it to. So I do kind of love these cubes. I think they are really, really cool. They are kind of a mindless fidget once you know in which ways they move. I love the colours. Blue and pink are absolutely beautiful together. So yeah, so this is the infinity cube. You can also go the other way if you prefer. You can see now going in reverse, but they are very cool to have, and they just keep going and going. I do like some of the heavier material ones. These ones are very lightweight. Some of the heavier ones are a little more satisfying just to kind of click into place, but these do the job. Very cool. The next things that I do see, we do have some open, is these little kind of snake-like clickers. You can see they're kind of on an arm, and they can click around, so you can change them into whatever shapes you would like. And you can see you kind of make it like a little snake, and you can move those around. They do have a little click. Let me see if I can get that on video. They do have a very slight click to them. It's not super loud, so it's not really obnoxious or anything like that as a type of fidget. You can hear it, but it's kind of satisfying to click them into place and hear those clicks. We do get a blue and orange one, and we also get a green and orange one. It would have been cool if there was a different kind of orange, like a different colour, like a green and a yellow or something like that, rather than having two oranges. The next thing we get are these fidget rings. So I believe we've had these before as well, and they do kind of like just cycle around one another. I still think it's magic how these work, so the rings never get connected, and you can just fidget with those. And I have seen people do this one-handed, so you can have it like in your, again, your jean pocket or things like that, just to kind of keep it going, and it just goes round and round again mindlessly. Just watch, because you can get like your finger caught in certain sections and things like that, but they are pretty cool, and just like another mindless little fidget there that you can just do without even thinking about and just keep it going. So I do kind of like fidgets like that for studying. Another one we do have is a fidget spinner, but this one is a poppet as well, so we can see it does have the hold in the middle and it does spin. You can see all the colours there of the poppet, and it does have a good spin to it. It does spin for quite a long time, as you can see, so the bearings in it are quite good. And we just put a stop to that. We do have the poppet on the outside, so we have a green, orange, pink, blue and purple, and they were all quiet on the in pop, and then for the outer pop they are quite a nice pop. Some of them do have a little paint and little scuff marks on them, but it's nothing that couldn't be removed, but they do have quite a satisfying pop. The fidget is made out of a hard plastic, so it does kind of give you a good firm grip when you are popping them back and forth, which makes it a quite loud pop. So I actually quite like this more than I thought I would. We do have a Rubik's Cube. Sorry about all the rustling. It is only very small. It does have a little bit of paint scuff there, so yeah, it is only very small, so it's very stiff, so it can kind of get stuck when it is turning on its side as well. So not super satisfying, this one. Not the best quality, but it is very small, and as you can see, like, it's struggling to turn there, because it's not all fully straight. It does take a minute. But for its size, it is cute to travel around with, or even make into like a key ring or things like that. But I would not really recommend this one. They are quite low quality. We do also have two of these little balls here. Let's open them both up. We have a blue and white and a purple and white. And again, we can kind of twist these round and open them up, and it looks like they are quite similar to the kind of snake that we had with this one. They just kind of turn on the corners. This one is a lot more difficult. You can see they just kind of like turn on the corners and make different shapes. They do satisfyingly come in a little ball like this, which again has these little divots and little lines which add some textures to them. These are quite more difficult to turn around. You can see it's got like little strings of plastic as well there coming off it. So I'm not a super big fan of this, just because of how hard it actually is to move them around. But I can see it being a interesting fidget. It is quite hard plastic, so even the corner pieces there are quite hard and sharp, so that's just something to be aware of as well. But I do love how they come packaged in these little balls. The next thing we have is these poppet bracelets. So this comes with 4 bracelets included. Again, a large variety of colours. We have blue, pink and white, orange and white, yellow, blue and pink, blue and white. Now I absolutely love orange, so I'm going to be giving this one a look. Orange is my favourite colour. It does come with a little strap end here, again made out of the same kind of material, so it is flexible, and it looks like we would just be able to kind of pop those through, and again that way, and just kind of make a little bracelet for a little one. So that's very cool that it does kind of go around your wrist. You can carry it around with you. It comes with 4, so they're great for parties. And it is a poppet, so it does have these poppets on it, and you can go down. Let's see if we can unpop them all. It is a little difficult, as they are made out of like this really soft silicone material, and then you can pop them. Again, not the loudest pop, but really satisfying. I do think these would break a little easier with like little children, things like that, running around if they get caught, because they are quite a flimsy kind of material. So this end here I think is quite likely to snap off. It's just something to be aware of. But you could wrap it around your bag or things like that and take it to school, even college. Things like that. I think that'd be really nice and useful, and I absolutely love the colours. I think some of the colours that these come in are absolutely beautiful. Again, it would be a really good set for parties and like goodie bags and things like that, just to give out different toys. And the last thing that we do have is this little octopus. Again, I believe it's a fidget spinner. So on one side we do have a happy face, we do have a sad face, which is a little bit offline, nearly not even on the square, and it looks like we do have a worried face as well. Again, we have the legs around the outside, which are a poppet, and we have pink, green, yellow, red, blue and orange. Now these are much more firm than the other ones, so I'm expecting these pops might be a little bit louder. They do feel a little more fake. I'm not really a fan of that poppet, and we can spin, and you can see it does again have a good ball bearing on it. So we're just spinning those around. It does last a long time like the other as well. So that is really cool. I'm just not a massive fan of how stiff these little poppets are. They are really, really harsh. But that is everything that we do get included in the stationery fidget toy kit. I did buy this off Amazon. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you like the variety? And which one of these is your favourite poppet? I'm super interested to know. Favourite fidget toy. I'd love to see what everyone's kind of preferences are. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.